All right, today I'm starting another one. This one I'm kind of actually looking forward to. I've never seen this one in the Lego series. Obviously, I'm not the type of person to actually keep up to date with what's all out, what's been out, all those kinds of things. If I see something I like it, and I try to get it if it's affordable. But this one, I don't think I've ever seen this one. And I'm really excited to see how this turns out because some of the pictures looking through when I purchased this is a lot more detailed than some of the others. So I'm really I'm hesitantly excited about this one because I don't want to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm scared of being let down by this one a little bit. But the instruction book is kind of small. Here's a quick picture of what the final product's going to look like. According to some of the stuff, like I said, the picture shows that there's an actual interior to a lot of this. So I'm excited about that. I hope that the minifigs are in there. I did already look through the book and found that there are stickers. So usually if there's stickers, that means there's minifigs. So I'm excited about that as well. This would be a great set to have all of these extra little droids and the Jawas in. That'd be pretty cool. I'm hoping that's the case. If not, that's okay, because, oh well. But anyway, I'm not getting hammered much. We're going to get straight into this. So I haven't pulled out I pulled the shipping bag off of it. I pulled it out of the shipping bag, but here's all the parts and pieces. I'm not going to ruffle the plastic because that's loud on the thing and it's kind of annoying. And I don't know how many bags are in here, but I can see that they are numbered. So I'm already excited just for stickers. That I'll find out shortly if there's. I can't see through the plastic to see any little minifigs, but I'm not a minifig kind of person. I could care less about minifigs. It's the vehicles. Even in my 3D printing, I 3D print the vehicles more than I do the people. I'm more of a vehicle kind of. I like the cars and the ships and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's enough for that. Let's get into this and see what it ends up looking like. Okay, so this build is done. And I gotta tell you, I had such a good time building this one. The last one I did, the Bantha, that was a shit show. The Millennium Falcon was before that. There were parts of that that were a shit show. This one now, I was having such a good time with this one that I was actually, this is the first one I was actually playing with while I was making it. There is so much going on in this one. It isn't just, this is a playset. And I know they say, oh, well, the Millennium Falcon's a playset because it has an interior. Yeah, yes and no. In my opinion. There is so much more. The amount of little droids and minifigs that comes with this one is ridiculous. It also came with stickers, as you can see right there. But here's what I'm talking about, all right? So this door opens, and it opens quite a ways. For some reason, the other side doesn't open that far. So that's about the only complaint that I have. Something I did somewhere didn't allow the other side to open all the way. But this one, that side opens, and then all these little doors here open. And I'm not going to open them all because, as you can see, there's a little container right there. So if I were to open this one, this little container, see, it's already starting to fall out. So there's little, the slide bricks underneath it. There's 3 spots here. And each one, can I get this one without opening? Come on. There we go. And this is on both sides. So there's a little box in this one. There's a little barrel in that one and a barrel in that one. And on the destructions, I thought this was this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Okay, and I'm going to show you this on the destructions. Okay. So give me a second. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so right here. This little guy right here. Okay? Shows putting them together. So this step right here, put these ones together. The very next step, this is hilarious. I don't know why I find this so stupid and so funny. Not stupid as in like, stupid, because it's funny stupid. The first one is put them together. The very next step, taking them apart and put them in all these boxes. I don't know why I find that so funny. It just is. I laugh my ass out. And every time I look at this, step 1, put it together. Step 2, take it apart. What the I don't know why. That's just stupid. That's hilarious. And just, distribute all the parts into these bins and then hide the bins in the things. Yeah, that's my eyes are watering even right now as I'm, because it's so ridiculous. It's awesome. I love it. It's stupid. Stupid shit like that makes me laugh. I don't know why. So anyway, there's that part. Obviously, he's not distributed amongst all the little containers, but this is on both sides. All right, opposite sides the same way. It's got the same little containers. The door doesn't go all the way. Now, all of these doors here open, and I'm going to show you this one first. So this has this little thing here, and I'm going to, all right, here we go. All right, that sticks a little bit, but then you can see on the interior, let me see if I can open this door, get a little bit more light in there. there's a lot of stuff going on in here. All these little bins come out. So like you can put a droid in the bin. There's a little car in here. So this is literally what I was like doing, stuff like this. Beep, beep. So then the bin can... Yep, exactly. This is what I was doing. 100%. Making the sounds and everything. And I'm still doing it. And I'm not even... Yeah. And he can be, you know, chilling up there. And then this guy, I did take the gun out and actually had him in the driver's seat, driving around droids. Yep, that's how I was playing. I was having a lot of fun with that, being silly. And the weird thing is, like, anybody who sits there and says, oh, well, you know, that's what they're all intended for. I didn't find myself doing that with any other, you know, Jabba's sail barge. I didn't do that. The Millennium Falcon, which obviously is massive and has a lot of stuff going on in it. I didn't find myself doing that with that one either. But this one, the fact that this has this little kind of stuff, this little extra thing, those right there and all of these, those little extras are not included in, I mean, Jabba's sail barge, you could kind of, there's like little tiny things like a fish or a cooking pan or things like that. There's no extra vehicles. You know, had the sail barge actually come with the skiff and the Sarlacc, which it should have for the amount of money it cost, and everybody says that. There's nobody out there who says, no, Jabba's sail barge should have been by itself and the skiff and Sarlacc pit should have been separate. I haven't heard that from anybody. Had those come like that together, that would have become a little bit more playable, I think. But, you know, I'm just an idiot, so what do I know? Anyway, but this type of stuff, to me, there's nothing like this in the Millennium Falcon. All you can do is take some of the people and redo the scenes, blah, blah, blah. That's about it. But this, yeah, this is ridiculous. So let's keep going here. I'm getting sidetracked. So the top opens up. And then you've got the entire interior of the cockpit, which has also all these little stickers in them that you can see what's going on there. There's a lot. I'm so glad this did come with stickers, because if this didn't have all this stuff on the cockpit, that's a shame to not have that in there. So that's awesome. The entire top of this comes off. So then you can now see down inside all these little, where is it? There, that little carts. There's 3 of them all together. And so there's one underneath this thing here, which is a crane type thing. So there's a bin there, and then this one here goes, if I can get it in the right spot. I think I did. I'm not sure. But then all of this, I haven't even shown you the back part of this yet, but the entire interior of this is completely open and all that. So all this stuff that you're seeing right here, there's this little thing, the little knob back here, and this, I got to pick this up a little bit. This turns the back wheels. So like I said, there is a lot of stuff going on with this thing. And it's freaking insane. The build on this was so much fun. I didn't cuss a single time during the entirety of this build. About the only complaints that I have, obviously the door on the other side is a little, it only opens partially. And then this one here comes off as well, so you can And then they have like extra, there's an extra grapple and then a suction type thing. Everything fits real nice, neat, snug. No having to, the Millennium Falcon flaps that all are gravity held down, those you have to kind of shift, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get those to set correctly. Close this little door. There we go. Yeah, but this is so much fun. The fact that there's a little spot for the car. This little thing actually comes out, and then there's a little draw. You can pull it right there. That's a little bit tough to get your fat fingers in there if you have fat fingers. But then opening and closing the door. Yeah, I don't know why I like that so much. Oh, that's... So here's the other thing that I had a hard time with. And I can open this basically anywhere and show you this. On the instructions, this brown color and this paper, as you can see how glossy the paper gets? You can barely see this image. Just keep your eye on this one. So if you're just sitting looking from here, you can see that shine. There are so many times during this build that I'm actually pulling this up and bending it and trying to get it out of the shine. And I was using my phone on a couple occasions to try to zoom in on a part to see what the hell's going on. And it mostly happened with these little things here. These in the mix of, let's see here. There. Yep, exactly right there. So what I'm talking about, there's actually two of those on this piece. And there's one right there and one on this side. And even zoomed in, this is hard as heck to see. And there's another one over here next to these two. Those disappear in this brown so easily. I mean, you can see all four of those across there right now. There's one over here too. That's the hardest part of brown. And I found this on Jawa's sail barge as well, because there's a lot of brown in Jawa's sail barge. So all those little pieces blend together on that brown so just ridiculously. Other things like over here, the glare obviously from the lights makes it a little bit difficult, but things tend to blend together. It's kind of hard to really get a good idea. But it wasn't enough to where I had to sit here for an hour and try to figure something out. It just slowed down the process just a little bit. And is that really a complaint? Meh. When you can't see where the parts are supposed to be, that possibly could be a complaint, but you end up figuring it out. So, other than that, yeah. Good instructions, good stickers. Love the stickers. That's all of them that there were. As you can tell, there's quite a few stickers. So, yeah. So, there's stickers on these here. Most of the cockpit on the wheels right there. So there's that set, and then there's, right there. That really tends, that little bit of extra just really, yeah. And then, all right, you guys got to get out of the way. So let's take a look at the entire, the fact that there's just all this little bit of detail in the side here, the amount of stuff going on here is phenomenal. The treads, I haven't even started talking about the treads. The treads were ridiculous. Each one of these is a piece. I think there were 85 pieces to complete one tread, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what the number was. Now, these wheels will spin, but once you get the treads on there, they don't spin all that well. The back end of this is absolutely gorgeous. There's so much detail in the back of this. It is ridiculous. Even the top looks fantastic with all of this stuff going on. And even with this little drawbridge thing sticking out, it's so subtle. You know, I don't know. From a distance, it blends in a little bit to me. Obviously, something's sticking out the top of something. Yeah, it's obvious, but it gets lost in the... When you're looking... My eyes don't focus on that. I honestly, I don't see it that well. And I've been sitting here staring at this thing for quite a while. But, and again, all these sides open up over here to show the interior. These ones open, plus a little ladder over here. There's all kinds of stuff, and this could actually come out like that. Yep. I dig everything that's going on in here. There's so much stuff. And the interior is fully detailed as well. It's very impressive. And this is what I was talking about. This one only goes up to about there. Then it starts getting... I could push harder, but I don't want to pop something loose. But that's about as far as that one goes. So, that one we won't mess with. All right. I'm about done yammering away at this one. This one, like I said, I had so much fun with this one and was actually playing with it. Was playing with all these little boxes and just having the Jawas running around. I was playing. I'm 52 and I'm playing with Lego like I'm a little kid because I never got to do it when I was a little kid. That's why I'm building these, because I never got to do this when I was a little kid. I mean, hell, I was 18 the first time I was deployed. Yeah, so I grew up in the military and now I'm playing. So I'm retired. I'm allowed to. So that's that. So I didn't have any missing pieces that I can remember. I didn't have to search through my stockpile. And these are all the leftovers, which are quite a few, which is shocking to me that there were this many. Also, I have, for some reason they decided to put Luke's lightsaber in here with him. He doesn't get that yet. It's too early in the series, or in the timeline. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So, lots of leftovers. So if you end up getting this one, a few things that may be of interest, or if you're capable of changing things and you have a large amount of spare parts and a large variation. Anyway, let's get into this. So basically on this, you can see it right there. There's a blank. This, let me get my fat finger out of the way. This piece right here, okay? There's 2 blanks per tread, and there's 2 treads per wheel, I guess you could say. And you can see it better from back here. So you have this tread, and then 2 over there. So there's 4 blanks all the way across there. Now the treads themselves catch on this edge. As you can see, there's a really sharp edge right there. So as this tread comes up, it catches this edge and prevents the tread from rolling. So if you have some extra parts, you might be able to put a shorter piece here and then put a rounded section right there. That way the tread won't catch this edge. And you can do that all the way through it. And then the treads might actually roll. All the wheels, without the tread on there, all those wheels roll extremely well. So it's supposed to possibly roll with the treads, but it right now it doesn't, because they catch on that. You can really see that edge right there. So if you're able to change that up all the way through there, that might help you. And with that, that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day. See ya.